All right, this is going to be Olivia that we're going to be rescuing. Olivia is a big Toro recycler. Judging by her appearance, I think she's been left outside. I've never seen one like this. This is an all-wheel drive Toro personal pace. And these are really good mowers in terms of ease of use. And this mower looks really old, really used. The bag is pretty worn out here on the corners, so you'd think that it had been used a lot and worn out, but I don't think it has been, and I base that usually on the appearance of the wheels on these self-propelled mowers, and these don't have a lot of wear on them. And this blade looks original, and it's really not even very dull. So I think this one just hasn't been used a lot. And when I say all-wheel drive, you can tell that because there's a transmission in the back and a transmission in the front. And you've got belts running towards the back and belts running towards the front. This mower was real hard to push. The wheels were very stiff. And so I've taken the liberty of removing one of the wheels, and I wanted to show you this. This is how these Toros work. It's actually a bolt that goes through it goes through the wheel. It does have a stainless steel hub, and those can get funky and rusty, as you guys know. I've talked about that on many occasions. That's what the bolt looks like. And so when you spin this wheel around on this old rusty bolt, there's a lot of drag there. And you multiply that by 4, because I think each of these is going to be that way. I'll show you what I mean. This one is not too bad. That one in the front was stiff. Let's see if this one is stiff. Yep, that one's pretty stiff. Let's check this one over here. That's not bad at all. So maybe it's these front ones. I've already squirted some lubricant up there where that spins around. So I'll do some more of that. But I wanted to show you how I clean these and clean them pretty quickly. I've got it on my drill, and I'm going to get this with my famous strip of sandpaper and clean this gunk off of here. So let's try that. All right, that's a little better. Do that some more. It's getting to be a lot smoother. I'm going to get me a fresher piece of sandpaper. Hang on, guys. Here's a brand new strip. I haven't reinforced this with my packing tape, but at least it's going to be full of abrasive. Yeah, I think that's helping a little bit more. All right, so now let's see what this wheel sounds like being spun around on this bolt here. Yeah, that's not too bad. I also like to run a little sandpaper on the inside of the wheel. So get me a little piece of sandpaper on this screwdriver here. Wind that around. And we're going to spin this a little bit. Every little bit helps. All right, let me spray a little lubricant in there. Much better. I'm going to try and reinstall this now. Gotta get there where that hole is. I think that is in the right spot. I'm smelling gasoline. I've got this tilted back, but I don't see any leakage, but I do smell some, so I'm going to keep an eye out for that. I'm using a 1/2 inch socket. I'm going to get this wheel back on and see if that improves the free spinning of this, because it sure was tight when I tried to get it up on this table. Let's see what it's like now. Not sure where it's grabbing. Could be where the could be the belt. I'm not sure yet. I don't have the. Make sure it's not engaged. I've got the self-propelled personal pace attachment, and I've got it all the way back, so it should not be engaged, but you never know if it might be. And it may run okay and work just fine, even being this stiff. But the back wheels are not that bad. So let me check this one on this side, see if I can get it off. This is Olivia the Toro 4-wheel drive lawnmower with the Briggs & Stratton engine. That's a modern engine, it's not the Quantum. I believe it's from 2017. That was, see, I loosened this bolt and it's already big time, so it's probably the same situation where this needs to be cleaned off and lubricated. There'll be something like that with the big difference. Get this bolt out of there, we'll take a look. Leave that piece there and take a look at this. The thing feels pretty tight. That's nice and loose. So it's got, must be this wheel that's the problem. Yeah, somebody is burning something out there. I hate it when they do that. Smells up the whole neighborhood. These are breathing problems. So got that little washer is going to go back on. But I got to get this. Yeah, this bolt is definitely an issue. So I'm hoping it's not stuck in there too bad. Let me get something I can tap on it with. Try something gentle first. Not much luck there. Gonna have to try something a little tougher. I've got a recess there, so I can put this on a flat surface and just hit pretty hard if I found that was something. So let me get something that's not gonna mess up the threads, like a metal punch or something like that. Let's see if I can find one that is handy. There you go. Okay, here's a metal punch to use to start a drill hole with. Hit it with that and see what happens. Man, that thing is in there. That thing is in there, people. Let me try another couple of pops. I think that may have budged it just a tad. I think it's starting to budge. Let me put some penetrating blaster. I love this stuff. Use it all the time. So a little squirt on there. That may help some. Put my earmuffs on. I've already got enough hearing loss as it is. When I was a kid, I did a lot of shooting, and as an adult, a lot of shooting. So I've lost hearing in my left ear. It's not moving much now. There we go. It's starting to move now. In fact, it's hitting the surface, so I gotta get me something else to support this. Allow that bolt to come out of there. Should be about right. It's pretty funky. We're gonna have to clean that up. Same method. Let's do it together. This is why I do these, because it's fun sharing this with you guys and getting these old mowers running again. I'd say it's sort of like spending some time with your buddy or your dad or your granddad, working together on a project. Let's get this thing cleaned up. Oops. There we go. I see some shiny metal. Gunk and rust off of here. It's getting better. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but that's a lot better than it was. All right, that's good. Let me do a wire brush now. Why not? Okay, now you got the wheel itself, which got a little bit of the JB Blasters leak down in there, so that's not a bad thing. We'll get this guy again, but a little strip of sandpaper on there. I'm going to go inside that hub, sort of do the same thing. I'm going to spin the wheel around this. Isn't this fun? There we go. Come on. Oh yeah. See all that coming out of there? So that should help. Let's see now. Obviously that thing was so tight. That is why I think it was so tough to turn. That's the wrong way. Let's go this way and see if it's a little better. Yeah, that's a lot better. A lot better. Get squirt some more JB in there. See what that's like now. That's pretty good, guys. That is pretty good. All right, let's see if we can get this back on there and see if it spins a little more freely. Dropping everything on the floor today. A little tip for you: when you're working with your power tools, your spray cans, don't keep them close to the edge. You'll knock them off and break them. And you've got a brand new can of JB Blaster that you ruined. It won't spray anymore. So now we're going to get this thing back on here. There we go. All lined up. All right. This wheel put on here. We're going to see now if it's still stiff or not. It's a 1/2 inch. These Toros take a 1/2 inch on these big screws. There we go. Get that in there, good. Man, that's too tight. All right, let me back off a little bit. There we go. You know what? I don't think I put that washer back in there, and that's probably why it's so tight. Let's get it back on there. That's your problem. Where are you, Mr. Washer? I took it off of there. Gotta find that guy. Where are you? Probably laying here on the table somewhere. Anyway, I'm going to hunt that up. I think that's why it was too stiff, because I don't have that washer on there. And come back and we'll go into episode 2.